The sum of the coefficients in the equation of the combustion of sugar, and here we need to find what the numbers are at the front of each variable. The setup here is in this particular manner. I usually put in the before reactant and after in the form of a table and listing the following elements that are in not only the reactants but also the products. And so once I'm done, then I account for every single atom that is present in not only the reactants but also the product. And once that is accomplished, the next step is to be able to, yes, start balancing by adding the number of moles at the front, which is a coefficient. Usually for combustion, I will start with carbon and then hydrogen, and after that, it will usually deal with the oxygen, which is a little bit more challenging. But in this case, looking at the oxygen here, we have 18. That is now the new number that we are going to forge in the reactant side. In the reactant, we have 8 split into 2, which is the 6 from the sugar and the 2 coming from the oxygen. But here we need to get it to 18, therefore our 2 from the oxygen, we need to add 10 atoms. And how do we set this up? We need to have in total 12 atoms that is going to be present here. So by using factoring, we know that we need to include 6 to make multiply by 2 to give you 12. That 6 now is the moles of oxygen needed for you to completely combust our sugar. Therefore, the sum of the coefficients is going to be determined after you check that all the atoms are balanced on both sides of the equation. We can see that yes, indeed, not only the carbons are balanced in the reactant and product, but also the hydrogen is balanced, and finally oxygens are balanced. The final step is based on the question, which is the sum of the coefficients. In this case, for the reactants, we have 1 and we have 6 that is going to be added, and then after that we have our 6 and the 6 are the products that are going to be added. And once you're able to do that, you should get the total number to be equal to what? 19, which is a coefficient sum in this particular balance equation.